For me, I'm not in favor of the eventual legalization of marijuana consumption. But my personal conviction does not keep me from opening up debate, and a debate which scientifically and with solid arguments could allow us to arrive at another position.
That was Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto pressing for a debate on whether marijuana should be legalized in his country. He wants Mexico to have a clear policy before next April. That's when a United Nations meeting on the issue is set to begin. Similar debates are already happening in other countries, including Mexico's neighbor to the north, here in the United States. The renewed push comes just days after Mexico's Supreme Court issued a very narrow ruling letting just 4 people grow and smoke marijuana. Some believe that could eventually lead to the legalization of marijuana altogether. CCTV's Franc Contreras has insight into the issue from Mexico City.
Mexico's marijuana legalization debate got a kickstart in September. For the first time ever, a judge allowed a patient, 8-year-old Graciela Grace Elizalde, the right to use a cannabis-based drug for medical purposes. Grace suffers from Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, which can trigger hundreds of daily epileptic seizures. Her parents say the cannabis-based drug treatment brings relief. Legal experts see Grace's case as one key step in bringing changes to Mexico's drug policies.
Political decisions.
Another is coming from attorney Francisco Torres Landa, who worked behind the scenes in Grace's case. He's one of 4 citizens granted the right to use marijuana by Mexico's Supreme Court earlier this month. The court based its ruling on human rights.
That's basically the fundamental concept. And the court has said, in the case of marijuana, even for recreational purpose, that right cannot be limited by the government.
Torres Landa says his true motive for bringing such cases to the High Court is ending the drug-related violence in Mexico that's killed more than 150,000 people and left tens of thousands missing.
Where does the money come from? The money comes from prohibition. So unless you change prohibition, money will never stop flowing.
In December 2013, Uruguay became the first Latin American nation to approve a legal marijuana market. Uruguayans can now grow and/or buy limited amounts of it legally. Jorge Hernandez heads the Mexican Association of Cannabis Studies. As a marijuana user, Hernandez opposes Uruguay's law, which requires users to register with the government. He says the recent and historic ruling by Mexico's Supreme Court represents a key policy shift toward viewing marijuana usage as a matter of individual rights.
The decision by the High Court is very important, not only because it opens a window toward legislation, but also because it actually prevents the inflow of large capital from those who want to profit from the plant.
To fully legalize marijuana, Mexico's Supreme Court would need to rule in favor of 4 more similar and consecutive cases regarding individual use. As Mexican society awaits the coming court battles, proponents are simultaneously working with Congresses at the local and federal level in an attempt to pass laws that would essentially legalize the personal usage of marijuana. In the latest move, a Mexican senator introduced a bill Tuesday that would allow medical use of marijuana, beginning just one of many debates across Mexican society over the costs and benefits of legalizing this drug. Franc Contreras, CCTV, Mexico City.